Stool shape and color, 3 dangerous signals that cat owners notice too late. Every domestic cat, despite centuries of living under our roofs, remains a master of disguise and an evolutionary survivor that hides its physical vulnerabilities until the very last moment. In the wild, showing even a minor sign of physical weakness, structural instability, or digestive distress could mean attracting a larger predator or losing dominant social status within a colony. Because of this deeply ingrained survival mechanism, your feline companion will not cry out, whimper, or show obvious signs of lethargy when a serious internal illness begins to develop. Instead, they will maintain a perfectly normal, stoic exterior, leaving the subtle clues of their health hidden away in the one place they desperately try to conceal from the world, the litter box. For an expert observer, the daily inspection of a cat's waste is not a mundane, unpleasant chore, but rather a vital, life-saving medical report that provides a direct, unaltered window into their internal organs. When owners ignore these subtle structural shifts, they inadvertently allow silent conditions like metabolic dehydration, internal bleeding, or organ failure to progress past the point of easy medical intervention. To truly comprehend what your cat's digestive waste is telling you, it is necessary to understand the precise biological mechanics of feline digestion and how moisture is regulated within their specialized predatory bodies. Felines are obligate carnivores, evolved from desert ancestors, which means their entire gastrointestinal tract is designed to extract almost all necessary moisture directly from the raw prey they consume, rather than from drinking standing water. The large intestine acts as a critical water recycling plant. As digested food moves through it, the body absorbs moisture back into the bloodstream to maintain proper cellular hydration and blood pressure. When a cat is healthy and perfectly hydrated, this biological process leaves the final stool with a specific, balanced moisture content, resulting in a rich chocolate brown color and a firm, smooth, sausage-like shape that holds its form without being overly hard. However, if the kidneys are struggling to filter toxins, or if systemic inflammation is present, the colon will desperately pull every single drop of available water out of the digestive waste to compensate for the internal deficit. This critical biological compensation mechanism completely alters the physical structure of the waste, turning it into an undeniable warning sign long before behavioral symptoms appear. The first dangerous signal that well-meaning owners frequently overlook or misinterpret is the sudden appearance of small, completely dry, round pellets that resemble dense sheep droppings rather than a continuous smooth shape. This specific structural transformation is a clear, definitive indicator of advanced metabolic dehydration, a chronic state where the cat's internal organs are severely starved for water, forcing the colon to compress the waste into dry pebbles. Many owners see these neat, odorless pellets and erroneously assume their cat is clean or simply has a slightly altered digestion, completely unaware that this texture means the waste has sat in the intestinal tract for far too long. This prolonged stagnation causes immediate physical harm, as the hardened mass creates friction against the delicate intestinal lining, leading to painful microtears, chronic stretching of the bowel wall, and a high risk of developing a life-threatening blockage. Furthermore, this intense straining frequently triggers a dangerous condition known as megacolon, where the muscles of the large intestine become permanently stretched and paralyzed, making normal elimination completely impossible without surgical intervention. If you consistently find these hard, separated pellets in the litter box, your cat's body is actively screaming for hydration, signaling that their kidneys are working under immense, destructive pressure. The second critical warning sign requires a careful examination of color, specifically the appearance of an unnaturally dark, almost pitch-black, tarry stool that looks drastically different from a normal healthy brown. In veterinary science, this distinct phenomenon is known as melena, and it indicates the presence of digested blood that has originated from the upper sections of the digestive tract, such as the stomach or the small intestine. When an ulcer develops, or when a foreign object causes chronic erosion in the stomach lining, the blood cells are exposed to highly acidic gastric juices and digestive enzymes, which oxidizes the iron in the hemoglobin and turns it completely black. Because the blood travels through the entire length of the intestines before being excreted, it loses its bright red appearance and blends seamlessly into the waste, creating a deceptive, dark appearance that untrained owners easily mistake for a normal dietary variation. Ignoring this dark coloration is incredibly dangerous, as it often points to severe internal issues like advanced gastrointestinal tumors, toxic poisoning from household plants, or deep ulcerations caused by chronic stress and poorly managed food allergies. By the time the cat becomes visibly weak, pale, or completely refuses to eat, the internal blood loss has likely reached a critical level, requiring emergency blood transfusions. The third, highly deceptive signal that owners notice too late is a stool that appears pale tan, dull yellow, or completely clay-colored, often accompanied by a greasy texture or a noticeably foul, pungent odor. This drastic shift away from the normal dark brown spectrum occurs when the digestive system is completely deprived of stercobilin, a vital pigment derived from bile that normally colors healthy waste during the final stages of digestion. When the liver is inflamed, when the gallbladder is completely blocked by thick sludge, or when the pancreas is severely compromised, the normal flow of bile into the small intestine is completely disrupted or stopped entirely. Without these crucial bile salts, the cat's body loses its ability to break down, emulsify, and absorb fats from their carnivore diet, leaving the unabsorbed lipids to pass completely through the tract, resulting in a greasy, light-colored mass. This specific change is an explicit, undeniable indicator of systemic organ failure, pointing directly to feline hepatic lipidosis, dangerous bile duct obstruction, or chronic pancreatitis, all of which are agonizingly painful conditions. Because cats are evolutionarily programmed to suppress pain, they will continue to walk, greet you, and purr normally while their liver or pancreas is actively failing, making this pale color the only real warning you will receive. Beyond the purely physical and biological aspects of these digestive changes, there is a profound psychological and emotional component to how a cat handles their altered toilet habits and the pain associated with it. When a cat experiences chronic discomfort, cramping, or sharp pain while attempting to eliminate, their highly analytical minds do not associate the pain with an internal illness, but rather with the physical location where the pain occurred, the litter box itself. This psychological association triggers a state of intense anxiety and environmental fear, causing the distressed feline to view their designated restroom as a hostile, dangerous place that must be completely avoided at all costs. Consequently, the cat will begin to vocalize loudly before entering the box, pace around it nervously, or completely abandon it, choosing instead to eliminate on soft household surfaces like your bed, clothing, or carpets. Tragically, many owners misinterpret this heartbreaking cry for medical help as a behavioral issue, spite, or a sudden lack of training, and they respond with anger, vocal scolding, or isolation, which severely worsens the cat's emotional stress. This breakdown in trust and communication creates a devastating cycle, as the intense psychological stress directly worsens conditions like idiopathic cystitis and gastrointestinal inflammation, accelerating the physical decline of the pet. To illustrate how easily these subtle signs can be missed in a busy household, we can look at the real-life example of a beautiful 7-year-old indoor cat named Oliver, whose owners praised him for being exceptionally quiet and low maintenance. Oliver's owner noticed that his waist had become small, dark, and incredibly hard, but because he was still eating his dry kibble and acting affectionate, the owner assumed it was just a temporary reaction to a change in the weather. Weeks passed without any apparent behavioral changes until one evening Oliver suddenly crawled under the sofa, began breathing rapidly, and refused to come out even when offered his favorite wet treats. Upon arriving at the emergency veterinary clinic, extensive blood panels and ultrasounds revealed that Oliver was suffering from advanced chronic kidney disease, and his colon was completely impacted with rock-hard waste that required immediate manual extraction under full anesthesia. The veterinary team explained that the hard, dark pellets had been a clear warning sign for months, showing that his failing kidneys were desperately robbing the colon of water to keep his body functioning. If his owners had known how to read the structure of his waste earlier, Oliver could have started a specialized diet and fluid therapy months prior, preventing a painful crisis. As a responsible, loving guardian, you must establish a proactive routine of daily inspection, turning the cleaning of the litter box into a mindful health assessment rather than a mindless, hurried task. If you observe consistent dryness, pitch black coloration, or a pale, greasy appearance, you must immediately schedule a comprehensive veterinary appointment and capture clear, well-lit photographs of the waste to show the medical staff. Never attempt to treat these complex issues at home with human laxatives, mineral oils, or sudden dietary shifts, as these well-intentioned but dangerous interventions can cause severe dehydration, chemical pneumonia, or completely mask critical diagnostic symptoms. Your veterinarian will utilize these physical clues to perform targeted blood chemistry profiles, test liver enzyme levels, examine pancreatic function, and use abdominal ultrasound to look for hidden blockages or internal bleeding. By paying close attention to these silent, hidden messages and acting swiftly at the very first sign of structural abnormality, you effectively break through your cat's evolutionary mask of strength. You become their true protector, catching hidden illnesses in their earliest, most treatable stages, ensuring your companion enjoys a long, vibrant life free from undetected pain.